This is Town Dog, and I'm back in Flight Simulator X again here at dawn in Paraguld, Arkansas. I'm fixing to set up a flight possibly to, I got thinking about going to Tupelo, Mississippi, which is a pretty doggone good long flight. Maybe too much really. If I'm gonna try it, if I don't like it, I'll stop, cut it off. Anyway, that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm sitting here. I'm in TeamSpeak in the group room. Everybody's sort of quiet, but it might get a little noisy. I may have to move. Anyway, we're going to try it. I'm not worried about a few words. It depends on what the conversation is and whether or not they know it. They don't know I'm on it right now. I may have to let them know and leave the room. Anyway, we're going to try to get started here. First thing I want to do is, before I even start the plane or find it, I'm going to go to the website, WeFly website here, and sign in. Then I'm going to go to Booking Center and Booking Center. Now, I know there's no, I can't go to Booking Center. I know there's no flights. I checked it earlier. Why I even came there, I don't know. Let me go to, I think he moved that flight list. He moved it out of the other room. There we go. And create a flight. Yeah, I'm in Cessna 172. And we're going to go from KPGR to KTUP. If he did here, I didn't want to. UP, okay. Or up at either. Anyway, there we go. Now we're going to create that. You create a flight, it says. We can get an altitude. We're going to put about 6,000 on it for now. It's also just about dawn here in the simulator. Let's put altitude 6,000. I'll actually fly that or not, I don't know. That's where we're going to go. And I'm going to call it VOR to VOR. Now, I'm not sure exactly what I have to do to get to Tupelo. I've got to get out to Memphis before I can get on the map and find what information I need. Or, no, I've got information in my thing. That's right, in my book. So I'll use it. Anyway, let's get this right here going. We need, here's what I want on there. Right there's what I want on that. That's what I'm planning on doing. That ain't what I want. That ain't right either. I didn't see that. We'll start over on that one. So it'll give me my choices again. It's right here's one I want, the bottom one. There we go. And we'll book that flight. And there it is, booked here. And now we've got to put one in our list. Here we go. Now we've got it booked and ready to go. Close it out there. And now what we're going to do is get this thing fired up and get out of here. So we get into the cockpit. Now I'm in a 172 here in the barn. Get in the cockpit. A little dark, ain't it? A little dark outside too. Let's see if we can get something going here. Let's bring up a few lights. That wasn't on there. This one here. I don't think the lights be enough to keep it started. We'll go ahead and turn them all on right now. There we go. We're gonna push this in. Got to get over here and turn that on. These are already on right there. Yep. All right. And everything else is ready. I'll crack the throttle just a little. And then we're going to try to start it. There we go, it's running. There we go. Now we're in the barn. We can't open the door. The doors don't open because you drive through them. So let's try that right there. What's the second view I'm looking at? Now we're outside. We get outside the plane where I can, oh, it's dark. There you go, it ain't dark enough. I thought it was a lot lighter than that. It's darker than it's supposed to be there for a minute. Now we're gonna go down this way to the runway. I was going to not tell anybody where I was going, but I done it now. But where I'll leave it out from, but we've got I was gonna see if anybody could figure it out where we was going to. It wrote right on the ground there, Paraguld. Okay. Now let's go to the end. Find a runway. I'm gonna drop a few flaps right now. But there's what I want. That may be too much. That's alright, we can use it anyway. Raise it back up one. Right there what I'll use. That's what I want. Where's our, here we go right here. It's just at the crack of dawn this morning, and we're gonna head out toward Memphis. We can stop right here and get our radios ready. We lock the brakes and get back inside the plane a minute. The radios on this is right there. They ain't on yet. We ain't turned the avionics on. There we go. I'm gonna bring this. I'll put this on the other screen. Well, no, I'll leave it over here for now. That's all right. What we want to do is on this right here. On, we got to go here to bring this down there. Then we can bring this over here to Memphis is 117.50. Right there. We'll bring it to the top. I'm gonna move that to the other screen. I done set it. I got off first. I got to undock it. Now move it to the screen. All right, now I'm gonna bring this right here up. It's the same way. Click it here to bring it down, and I'll bring it to 117 and 50. Right there, we'll bring it to the active, and we'll move it to the side. Still got to undock it too, silly. Here we go. There we go. Now both of them's over where I can use them. The recorder is running, and we're sitting out here ready to go. Now let's get this back to here. I don't know what my trim is set on. It's looked like about 0, so I'm gonna leave it there. Now I'm gonna move myself over in the plane a little bit. I don't know why in this one I don't need nothing on the other side to mount anything. Get the, got a Coke bottle sitting in front of me on the screen. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Wrong button. I'm trying to push the button for FSX. That don't work. Lights look pretty good. It's the early in the morning. The panel looks lit pretty good. Sun still ain't come up yet. It's right there where it should be when it comes up. But it's getting ready to come up. Now we're about ready. There. We got a sun reflection anyway, don't we? Opposite side of the windshield. Here we go. We're inside. That's good enough. Also, well, that's it right there. Let's get her there. About 50 knots, a little better. Raise the nose. Get them wheels off the ground. Wrong. I hit the trim with the wrong one. There we go, right there. Flaps up. Trim up a little more. Come on, get the trim up a little more. There we go, right. Get it where to fly itself. Come on. It's trimming too much and then not enough. We need this right here up a little more. And I'm ready for, I need an altitude, well it does its own altitude, that's right. It comes on automatically, we'll turn the heading bug on, I don't know what it's set on. It's alright right there for now. Turn the altitude on and the vertical speed on and give me a vertical speed of 5. Right there's what I want. We should be alright now. We're gonna set the, we'll level off at about, I said 6,000 on the flight plan, that'd be good as any. Yeah, it's cool. Trying to make sure it was climbing, not falling. Looks pretty good. I can throw the throttle back down a little bit. I don't think I need quite that much throttle. About 80% right there, be alright. Now, we got it going our way. Everything is alright. Now these right here should, if they're not already on, they should come on pretty quick. Right here. Make sure I got them both set right. I do. They're on. I'm gonna come on around toward the east from here. Actually, I want to go south from here. Let's see if it'll come all the way around without kicking the autopilot off. If too much bank, it'll kick the autopilot off. It should handle it on its own. Coming around. Now, this is going to be a pretty long flight. I might not fly quite so high, but I'm going to go to 6,000 first. I'll make my mind up once I get there. Anywhere around south to 10 degrees east. I'm gonna call it right along there for now. That'd be good enough to get what we want. Got to get these on. That's sitting south and that's sitting south. It'll be all right. Maybe a while before anything comes on, but it won't be too long. Altitude and distance will close up. Done, I've started recording. You there? I'm gonna move down so he'll know he stepped away. Uh-oh. I got a buzzer going on. Autopilot kicked off for some reason. Not real sure whether there's not enough speed or what. But it sure turned itself off. Probably stalled out. I wasn't paying attention to it. Yep, their speed's down. Throttle wasn't hard enough for climb. At the rate I was climbing. But 5 should have been enough to hurt it a little. May take full throttle to handle it though. Let's see what happens. Where am I at for altitude? Oh yeah, pretty high. Let's watch that right there. I had the throttle pulled back. Maybe probably more than I thought. Where I was at looked pretty good at the time, but it did get in and stall on me. Not paying attention to airspeed. Doing everything but that. That's what done is airspeed. Climbing through 3,000. I'll make me a pitcher of tea here in a few minutes. I'll get this thing strung out. I may take time to go do it. All right, the Memphis leg is on. That's straight into Memphis right there. It's on about 160. So we'll bring this to 160. Right along there, and we're going to click this right here. It's supposed to fly it now. I can't get an exact, I ain't got no numbers, but I'd call that close right there. Anyway, the same way that right there. Both of them look like 160 to me. I'll let it get over to it. It was all about 1 degree. Well, it shouldn't get over those 60 degrees. If you're trying to get over a lot into it, I may just go and move it to south. Actually, as I get close first though, don't have to get way over to get to it. If I get real close, it won't be as much. This one right here don't even matter here, but it will tell you what direction to the airport. When everything else is busy, you use that to look at stuff. See right at 161, 159, 160. 189, 160, whatever. Alright, we're still climbing. The airspeed still looks good. We're at 4,000. Outside the plane a minute. I need to set my other 4 buttons on my keyboard, keypad, before I can get angle shots down this. Because I can turn it like that though. Now, the plane is turning, I don't know why. Or how much, I better look and see. I might have done something moving this around, but what it's doing is turning back in the line now. We're still crisscrossing, that's what it's doing. Turning into the light, it got over to the radio, it wasn't quite on it. But it did turn into it, that's what I want. Go back outside. Sun's coming up. Early morning. We don't have any DME on this plane, I don't think. Let me see if I can find something. I don't think it's got it. It's something I always like. 42 degrees Fahrenheit out here, you see it? Maybe some of that right there. I believe I do too. Yeah, 58 miles from Memphis. That's what it says. It does give you a DME on the GPS. Radio stack on the GPS give you a DME. So now I need to check a map after I get closer to Memphis. I ain't quite close enough yet. Now I've got a red light on the GPS. I'll set up a direct, and the pink numbers come up, but it didn't have a line until I took off. Apparently, it's got one now. It didn't have one on earlier. It showed the highlighted, but it didn't show the line until I got ready to take off. Now, I'm not worried about the line. I'm not flying the GPS. I did it thinking to put it on the map, and I'd be able to look at it and find the airport on it. It might be there now. So I'm going to look and see. Nope, there's no GPS line on the map. And I'm headed to Memphis. I gotta get closer before I can get a. No, I probably gotta leave here and go across that line before I pick up another. I gotta pick up a different. chart. Might have just did. It did. It just changed charts. Now, there's no line on it though. But I was trying to find Tupelo how far it is out. I know it'd be out this area somewhere, but I don't know exactly where it's at myself. Once I make that turn, it'll be straight in front of me though. Well, I don't know how much to turn though. I gotta find it in order to get it. It does have a VOR, but it's probably low altitude, more than likely. It's got a VOR. I need to set that up. Got VOR and ILS. Tupelo VOR 10980. So let's set that up right down for 2. I got it on the other radio. I think it should be. Now get that out of my way. Trying to get the other radio stacked back up. Now I said 10980. So right here. Right there. I don't believe it'll be on, but we will check it. This needle here. Nope, it ain't on. But now we know where to look for it. Once we leave Memphis, we'll start looking for that. I'll fly dead south if I have to. I should pick up at that. I'm not real sure. Maybe I can find it on the map and tell me more about it too. It seems like it's to the east side of south, but I'm not sure. Myself, I don't know exactly where it's located. I should, but I just can't remember. Let me get that out of the way. Turn that click and be turning the nail 2 up and down. It ain't on. We'll check on it every now and then. We're still $50 miles out of Memphis. We'll probably have to be outside of Memphis before we pick it up. On the other side, we'll leave Memphis at least south and go from there. Maybe we can find it on the map too at that time. You back, Razor? They hear that. Check T's big. Check T's big. Nobody answered. One thing about this Flight Simulator X, when I click the other screen, it don't mess the sound up. It continues to work. The engines sound a little loud tonight. I hope they're not too loud. I want them loud enough to hear, but I don't want them so loud they take over everything. It's like when my voice, last time I checked it, it's pretty good, but it changes on me when I ain't looking. Now I could go over the GPS. Oh yeah, I know where it's at. I said I didn't know, but I do too. South. I need to turn east by the GPS tells me where it's got to be. So when instead of turning south, I'll need to turn east by at least 40 degrees. Almost to probably 140 or so. I've got it on GPS over here. I can see it. I forgot about that. It's zoomed out enough I can see it good. When I get there, I'll turn south and explain how I got that. Actually, when I turn south, it'll tell me where I got to turn to. When we get close to Memphis, I want a heading bug to fly through Memphis. So, in case if it don't, I don't know what it'll do if I fly through on the ILS or the VOR. Probably circle it. It should fly through in and out, but it may not. But the heading bug is on that. I need to turn south anyway at that point. I'm not trying to fly that red line. I'm going to Memphis, where I'm going to. Then I'll turn into Tupelo and we'll get our ILS and VOR ready at that point. I don't see it. I don't see my GPS. I think I done lost it. Done closed it. Yep. I don't see it nowhere. Accidentally closed GPS. The other one. I don't want that out there in the way. So we'll bring it back up. Now we're still climbing. Airspeed holding all right, or what's it doing? No, we done lost airspeed. Let's get this thing down a little more. I forgot how to get it down. There it goes. Now I know how to get down. Where we at? Where we at? I know what's wrong. Back on. Back on. Back on. Now we climb slower. Let the airspeed get back up. I know. I took my mind off of it again. Just about the time I figured it out, that's when it stalled. I wasn't paying attention to it. But we want this right here back now. Let's see if it's still flying the line. Looks like it is. Now we are... I lost this. Where'd this go? Looks like it's alright here. I wanted to know how far we were out, that's what I wanted to know. 40 miles out of Memphis. That out of our way. 40 miles is right there out of Memphis. 30 something now. 39. Everything is still running right. If we keep our mind on what we're doing, we won't get so much trouble. And we're level, the airspeed's back up. We hadn't reached the 6,000 yet, or have we? I think they'll reach 10,000. No wonder. I gotta keep up. It won't turn itself off. That aggravates me. You can't set the altitude. That's showing. That line right there says 10,000 is what it says. I've held one on 11,000. No wonder it stalled. Get her back down. I wanted 6,000, all I wanted. You can't set it and let it turn itself off. It just does what it wants to do. You got to manually turn it off when you get right. Drop it at 2,000 feet a minute right now. $9,000. I didn't even look at the fuel. I have no idea what I got. I'll meant to set that. $8,000. Coming up. I'll get this thing leveled at 6,000 here in a minute. You got to keep your mind on what this thing's doing. You turn your head on it, it does what it wants to do. Okay, 7,000 coming up. Slow it down a little bit there. Bring his airspeed back. I'm too fast even for that. And the caution for the stress. We are 75. All right. Come on, 6,000. What I was supposed to do while we was climbing is that 6,000 push the altitude button. Feet to feet. $6,000. What I also learned is that if you're flying level and you want to climb a little, you click that vertical airspeed. Don't turn it on, just click the knob, turn it. One click is 20 feet. It should climb 20 if you ask for it. One click up, one click down, either one is about 20 feet at a time. Way they explained it. So I haven't tried that, but we'll deal with it for now. Airspeed a little too slow. Once I leveled off, I got to add throttle back up. Up for about 120, 110, 115. Where are we at? We're 28 miles out of Memphis. Maybe 110, maybe enough. That's about 90% throttle. We're going to check outside the plane again. Everything seems to be leveled off here pretty good. I think we're all right. We're still $26 miles out of Memphis. Sun's getting on up there now. A little streak of sunlight reflects across the river. We don't really need to be this high. Now, inside the plane, again, I can see the autopilot at the bottom. If I double click the nav, it would take over GPS and fly to the line, but the line's not where I am, so I don't really want on it. I'm going my way into it. I ain't gonna worry about that. Now we're close enough now. I'm gonna set the heading bug into Memphis right now. That should hold this same heading pretty good. And I'm gonna take the nav 2 and switch it over to see if it comes on. It did not. It did not come on. So the VOR in Tupelo is not on yet. I'm expected to be low altitude, about 50 miles or so. Oh, you get out of it. My map, my book went back to the wrong place. There's Tupelo right there. Whoa, that's the wrong one. Well, no, that's the other one though. Where we at? Tupelo right here. 109.80. That's what it is, okay. And I need to set, I will go ahead and set now 2 on this other one too. Right there, bring it down there, and then $80. That's ready when I get ready for it. And that's already set. That's now 2. I've already got it up, but it is not on here yet. I'm gonna set the notifier. It's hard to get things turned out of loose. Now 2 on. That way when it does come on, it'll tell me so. That don't turn it on, it just turns on a notifier. Now when it comes on, it'll tell me, let me get my other GPS look at it. I'm 18 miles out of Memphis and going in. Still pretty well on heading here. The line hadn't drifted, so we pretty well straight in. I'm fixing to turn that line to about, well actually I was going to go south first. Turn it south. Once I turn it south, then I'll start working on the other one. I've got to come around. I'll get a degree of heading here in a minute that I want to use. We are 15 miles out of Memphis. 16. 15. Well, miles 16. Still moving in. Memphis is right there in front of us. We're going to turn south at Memphis. See my hood, and I can fly straight in, let it turn me, but here I really can't. Not that well. It'll be turning the wrong way, but I need the line. I need to know what the line is. By turning the wrong way, I can look at my actual differences. 14 miles out, 14 and a half. Right over Memphis, I want to turn south. This is done changed here. It's on. What we got there? That's Memphis. We don't get off that much, sir. Oh, I turned it, that's right. And no longer can look at that for a line. But this one right here is off, so you can't go bad either. But I'm on heading bug, and I know that I'm still 13 miles out by the DMV on this one right here, still telling me how far. Get me a little. I think to come down to about 3,000. I don't want to forget to turn it off. Throttle back a little. Try to keep it out of the yellow. And I want to watch it and not forget about it. Be nice if that had a beeper or something on the TV when it's there. Has no altitude indicator setting. Pull that green down on the green arrow out down in the green away from the yellow on airspeed. There's Memphis in front of me. I do recognize it as Memphis, so that's it. We are 9 miles out. VOR is sitting in Memphis, somewhere along in there, between center and between center and 1/8 right from here. Let's see where we're at, 4,000. If we get to turn this one off, she'll run the ground on you. From Memphis to Tupelo. I'm from Paraguld, Tupelo, Mississippi. Using the VOR as a waypoint. Alright, we can slow this down now. And now we're ready to level off. Now, so airspeed might have to come back up. And we'll level off here at 200 feet. $100 feet. $50 feet. Coming upon 3,000. Altitude set. Add a little airspeed back to maintain speed. Alright, we are down 4.3 miles out of Memphis, coming upon it. Still going in. About ready to turn south. I'll fix turning south here in just a few minutes. Then I'll worry about everything else. Get an out leg, then we'll bring a GPS back over and estimate a turn, a radial turn. Three miles out. Since it's going to one side of us a little, we can actually afford to go a little past. Or wait till we get dead on the turn, that'll give us some extra. If you get dead on the turn, you'll fly over before you turn. 2.3 miles. We'll turn right to the south. 1.8 miles. Now I won't go straight across. I like a little getting there, I think. 1.4. .2, 1.1. I figure a half mile be close we'll get. This is 0.9. 0.5. 7. 6. That would make it a little closer. What was that? I think it told me. The other one's come on, I think. No, it's telling me that I'm going over, I guess. In out. Alright, I'm coming around to the south. We're past, we're moving away now. Turn south. Right there. And this is south and that's south. But we're not on radio, but we are going south. Get a little ways out, we'll pick that radio up. What I want to do now, at this point, is I'm going to right here. And I'm taking this, I'm flying here and to here. And Tupelo is over here on about 130 from me. So we're going to come around to 130. $50, $40, $50, $40, $30, I'll be 1,420. Right there. That's what I called it, right or wrong. Now, that's good enough. This still ain't on here, that is. Bring this around to the same heading. Now let's try to get on that line. Actually, if I hit nav, it's supposed to go to it. What they see it, got both of them set the same. It should go 45 degrees, go past it. It should go somewhere along in here. And fly into it. That's what they said would happen. I'm on 130 and that's on roughly one, maybe not hardly. Right there, about center. There they say to fly to it and turn. Let's see what it does. It's on out radio where we're headed to. We're looking for this one right here. Now to is set if the numbers are right. I got 109.80. I don't know how far it is out there. See, now it's working its way into that line, I think. Yeah, the bar's moving. Now it's going to straighten out. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, I like that right there. It worked all right. Let's get on that out leg. Now, out radio down. It's on the one I chose. Now, let me check see how well it looks on my GPS. The airport's coming around in front of me right now. That's what I wanted. And this is the outlet going to it, not the main, not the VR at the airport. Once we get it on, we'll switch over to it. I've got an ILS also. I'm gonna come down to 2,000 or 2,500 now. Come down to 2,500 now. Another 500 down. Throttle back a little. Keep airspeed under the yellow. I'm not used to having to work that throttle. All my other planes and the other ones got all the throttle. I mean, all of them. I wouldn't put it past this one someday, but I don't know how yet. Alright. We're in pretty good shape for us headed in. Alright. We are 7 miles out of, going on 8 miles out of Memphis on radio 030. No, 130. Sorry, they 030. 130. And we're waiting on the signal. I need to check the map. See what we got here now. I don't know how far it actually reaches out. I don't see the airport out there nowhere, which means this may not be over to the right. I may not be into the right map page, whatever you'll call it. I may have to wait till the next page comes out. There it is right there. Communications. Let's try one more thing. I lost it. I lost my airport. There it is right there. I think I just messed up that time. Uh-oh. Don't think I'm supposed to do that at this point. Can I get out of here without... Let me turn this off, see where I'm at. I think I just put everything in wrong. Here we go. Nope. Cancel. We're not going to do that. Now, where are we at? Well, we went too low. Can't keep your mind on everything at one time. Well, the best round, I've lost the signal too. So we're on heading, so let's set the heading bug. We'll get the signal back in a minute, right? My mistake. Took my mind off it, fixed to run to the ground while I was playing. Just barely thought of it time. Back to 2000 will be close enough. 2 should get it back on. If not, we'll go to 2.5. That's where we're headed anyway. In fact, I thought I changed it over, to be honest with you. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. When I changed the signal, I think everything changed. I've also got my radios changed. I don't want them changed at this point. No, I didn't. They're back where they were. check my map, my book again. On 980. That's what I need on right there. Up here. But we don't have that yet. So I need my one behind me. Go back to my Memphis signal. There we go right there. That's back on north there. I don't want that on north. I want that on what I had it on. That got me off my course now the way it's done. I'll play that junk, got it over 130 is where I was headed right there. That's 130 there, 130 there. See if we can get back on it. What'd they go off for? Where we at? 3,000 again? Can't get it right, cause too much to be done at one time. Alright. I think we lost Memphis at 3,000 though. We're on the right heading. We're still going the right way. We still hadn't picked up the... I didn't read them signals. I should have read them and wrote them down. I better go back and check them as soon as I get leveled off. We'll level off at 3,000 again, or 2,500 to be alright. This time I'm going to level off. Before I do anything else, $3,000, 2,500. On the feet. $25 feet. Level. All right. All right, we're back on course, I think. Appear to be. We still don't have a signal here. We still got Memphis, look like. Memphis is on. It's on and online, look like. Yep. We're going to try to get this thing in here landed after a while. 25 miles out, roughly. Let's see what we got going. I'm squawking for... On nav 2, I'm squawking for waterway 50. Should be on any time, I would think. Trying to get an idea how far it is. It's still a pretty good ways, so We should be alright. Let's hold this course a little while, see if we can get it on. We are on radio out of Memphis. Memphis is still on. 26 miles out, and we're at 2,500 feet. If we lose Memphis, we'll need to go to the heading bug. Let me get this up to where I can see the heading bug, everything right there. And we'll stay on the heading till we pick up our VOR out of. It is pretty well straight in front of us on this course I set. Once I fished the course out of the GPS on the way out, I used it as a map. I'm not flying the line. The line just had nothing to do with our flight. Trying to wait on that signal. How long it take for it to come on? But it does say it's right one, so I should be right there. Every time I go there, I mess up the flight, so it doesn't cost me now to have to edit. It look like I got a little glitch in it. But that's alright. We're gonna have everything right on line. Everything look good. Cut that little piece out of it and let it go. I go back. I think I check my team speak again. Yeah, I'm still in the recording room. I don't need that over there. That's the video recorder sticking out there. The page keep getting out there when I move it. We are now 30 miles out of Memphis. Still locked on the radio. I'm getting too warm. That's what's called me start coughing. Hadn't stopped making any tea yet. Try to get this flight done. Do what I gotta do to it to get it put up before I go to bed, if I can. Might have to wait till the morning to put it up. I can't get used to that altitude, have to be use the vertical speed, then switch back to manually. I keep forgetting it and flying over and under. I've got the VOR and the ILS both on now too, but I'm squawking for the VOR. It should be the first thing come on. Need another cough drop, and I don't seem to have one handy. $34 miles out of Memphis. Still hadn't picked the signal up, but by the GPS, best I can tell, it's probably. I haven't used this GPS enough to practice it, but what I'm going to do is bring it over here. And what I'm doing, I'm going by the fact that on my other GPS, for me to run along there would be the range here, 100 miles. So that makes it about 75 miles to the airport now. And slightly to my left. I'm not going to turn. I'm still going to stay on this radio like I got set up earlier. Even though this is how I got it, I'm going to let it go at that. It should be in good shape. Get this out of our way now. But that's how I got it and how I'm staying with it. There we go. Now we moved this accidentally, didn't we? Wouldn't hurt if I was over this way more, I think. No, about like that. Gotta stay where I can see the autopilot. And we're still on this. That's still on. As long as that little arrow's showing there, it's on. I have to think. Don't seem to be off of it. Everything else seems to be flying. Now it's still on. If it goes off, it should notify me. But I'm waiting on a notifier on signal right there. Which should be another 25-30 miles. I should have it by then. Anytime now, but if I'm reading it right, I believe I am. Okay. We're 38 miles out of Memphis. We still have a signal. As long as we got a signal, we're in good shape. I'm not going to climb to keep the signal. I'll just get on the heading bug and stay on it if it changes. If I don't mess up and forget it, miss it. Still waiting on this one here to come on. It ain't on. This will fly the plane. uh, 50 miles out of Memphis should give us the signal. In my best calculation, 50 to 60 miles out. I'm 40 now. And we're sort of low. That makes it a little harder to pick up. Oh, hope our fuel holds out. I hadn't even looked at it. Where is the fuel gauges? Fuel flow, EG, fuel level. We alright. We're just under half tank, both. We should be good. Okay. I didn't start that go card. I created a flight, didn't start the card. That was smart. What you talking about? And beated it. Too much going on in my mind. So I'm not on a VA flight. But I can file it. I flew it. I got a record of it. I filed it manually. But I didn't mean to do that. Light's still on. Still talking, waiting on it to say something. We're now 45 miles out of Memphis. Between now and 75, surely we'll have a signal the other direction. Best I can tell, we're 60 to 70 miles out of Tupelo. On the GPS set on 50, it's still outside the circle. What I'm going by, and I maybe can read it all wrong, but I've got it on 50 miles here, and I'll say it right along here, and it's right there. That's me here. And I think 50 would be along here, and it's still 60, so that's the way I'm reading it. I hope. So we also look at 75 miles out of Memphis. Any time now, it should come back on. When it does come on, we'll switch over and I'll set the ILSs up, get me a runway heading. Let me look at my book. My book says we've got a 1 ILS on runway 36, and runway heading is 359. Means we got to pass the airport and come back. That's simple enough. God listened to me eat a cup of vanilla jello right quick. Well, not jello, but pudding. She brought it to me, and I'm not going to waste it. Pulled it down 50 miles out of Memphis. Still on radio 130. The signal's still on. We're at 2,500 feet doing whatever we're doing. What we're doing is just about 100. We could use a little more actually. We're not hurting, but we could use a little more. About 120 there, looks good. once it catches up, it just keeps gaining speed. Put 2 miles out. Still ain't heard no noise maker. May have that number. Let me change that number. I believe I've got the wrong number in there. I got the ILS in, which would come on sooner or later. But 109.80 is what I'll really be able to be doing. It's on the other half. I'll just switch it. Alright, 109.80 is on. So we go to 109.80 on the other one now. I'm turning because I'll turn my navigation off. We'll be back to it in a minute. Now that's on. Straight in is right there. So we can bring this to there. 120 now. That's good enough till I figure out what else I need. Now we turn this off again or change it. Let's just change it over to the VOR. I'm not ready to change it over though. Let me cut that off. That's got it there down. What I need now is runway heading, which I said is 3635. Alright, we won't use that yet. Let's fly straight in and out and then turn and come back. This is straight in. That's straight in. Now we can turn this on. That's supposed to fly its way in now. What's that right there say? I think I know what it says. I don't want that. That's what I want right there. I had GPS on. I didn't want it on. If you double click, it'll go to GPS on you. Either that or fail. Look like I couldn't read it. I didn't try to take time to zoom it. I knew I didn't want it, so that's what I want right there. And this is about right. Now I'm gonna run this right here around the 359. There's one back from right there. Right there. Now when we get to the Tupelo, we'll go out, go south again. I could sidestep it, but I'm not in no hurry about that. We do have a DME. Look like I'm closer than I thought, if that's reading right. 109.80 is 16 miles away. That's a lot closer than I thought it was. Well, it's well inside of the 50 now too, I was talking about, so. Yeah, okay. A little closer than I'm reading there on that GPS, but that's alright. We can turn from here, really. Just soon going like I'm going. Within, well, if we turn right now, runway heading backwards. That's what I'm fixing to do, turn backwards on runway heading. As soon as I figure it out, well, it'll be south and one back. Well, south will be one more, it'll be 181. No, 179. I was wrong on that too. Here we go, 179. Turn this back on and go to 179. There's 180. That's 179 right there. Let's fly that right there a while and keep eye on our other stuff. By flying the heading bug, we won't need nothing else set. We got the altitude is right, the heading bug's right. Cause we'll pass by the airport under probably about 10 miles out or so. It's good. What we can do is use this right here temporarily. Airport right now is I wish this was a RMI. Right there's where the airport is from me. The airport from me is right there. Airport's right out in there. Uh, 110. Right there. I can bring us on around. Bring around east, and when we pass it'll be east of us. When that line gets to here, we're east of it. We're west of it, it's east of us. Now I'm gonna turn this right here around. We're not using it. I'm gonna put it on runway heading. Or it's north, one under. That's runway heading. It said. That's what my book's got. It should be close enough. I didn't check see what they got. That's what my book's got. As long as I match it with other numbers, it should work. ILS is 108.50. We'll be looking for it in a few minutes. And actually, it ought to be on right now. Now that right there, all I do is touch the mouse and everything resets. I really wish you wouldn't do that. Leave it where I put it. Now, we're going to see if it's in the zone. It ain't on. And we said we're only 10 miles from it, but we are too far behind. It's what's wrong. Get around in front of it before it'll come on. It's still in front of, well, it's behind my wing just a little now. Let's bring it on around here now to, when we get 060 from us, it'll straighten it up. Keep bringing that around, watching where the airport's at. Airport is now 10 miles from me. Now I need to move about 5 degrees toward the airport, or 3 or 5, something like that. Because I'm going to be further away, but I'm only going to be 10 miles offline though. I'm gonna try 5 degrees for a little bit and come back there to while on or about 5. Move toward the airport line out the backside. We ain't passed it yet. Well, it's east of us, but it's not on our. I'll get it north. I gotta have it north of me is what I gotta have. I'll have to cut across to get it north of me. But I need 20, 25 miles out on kind of the. It's an angle distance. It's not straight back. Heck, can't quit coughing. I'm getting hot too for some reason. I'm moving crossways the airport, so it's not moving away very fast. 10.3 miles away. I may be still closing on it. Well, no, it's behind my wing about 20 degrees, 15 degrees, maybe not that much. Bring us down to 3 now. 030. I'm just using this to tell where the airport's at. Right now the airport is about there, and we're moving it to here. What that right there does. It don't move it, but it tells me when it gets there. We're flying south about 170, not hardly, which is bringing us over towards the line a little bit. So when we turn left into it, it won't be so far. This here shows turning right into it actually. My mind's saying left. Airport's on my left side, right there. These are backwards because I'm flying backwards. I don't want that. Alright. We're 12 miles out of VOR. Let's see if the ILS is on now. ILS is not on. I hope it comes on. I'm gonna fish a little bit. I'll pick a turn back to the heading I was on before. Right there. That's about where I want that. Still don't tell me what I need to know. Alright. What I got is I hope alright, the ILS is on now. I didn't change nothing except waited a little longer. It wasn't far enough behind me. Does it have DME? That's what I need to know. Change over to heading here if I ain't already. I'm on heading. Now I can take my and well, I didn't see it change, but it says it's on, so that's all that matters. There it is. Whoop, they went out. Both of them went out. I wonder what that happened back for. Alright, maybe they're not on. Maybe they just think they're on. Took an awful long time to change. Oh, I done lost that in two. But I got that back now. This must not be on. I sure thought it was there for a minute. Either that or I lost it. I may be out of range of it already. Yeah, I am. Okay, time to turn around. Coming to the right. $90 degrees. East here, that's right, that's right. Just looks backwards the way the plane's sitting. Wrong. Get over that way some more. Right there's what I want, right there. Once I get turned around, I'll see if I can get on this. This is supposed to be set, looks like a little off. Right there. Bring us around to there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set the dial. Now it's supposed to come around there. But I don't know if that's what it's... I don't believe that's going to do right there. I guess that's it. 45-degree angle further there, that's right. It just feels wrong to me because I'm not used to getting that much of an angle. But that's what it said it would do. So that's it. I'll back the throttle off just a little. Now, this here's not on at this point. Why, I don't know. I think distance. We're out 18 miles. Now it's on. I thought it's supposed to be on. Alright, now it's supposed to be able to now. So I'm about far enough I can still wait on it though. Let's see if it's on. It's on. And it preset itself. Right there. Should fly itself into it. Now what we can't do is turn the approach on until this line here gets over here. Oh, at least to here, right along there. But I'm flying 45-degree angle or 30-degree angle off. That's good enough. 45, or that's what I got right there. This ain't set. No wonder they ain't showing. I stopped using this there. Got to move with the others. Once you put the ILS on, you can't use this for pointing. Cause I can put it back on the Dow 1. I have no DME. And Dow 2 don't have a DME, so I won't have a DME this time. It says localizer, it's up. Let's talk about this. Here's up, what it's talking about. Once this line comes down, we'll set the other. We are at 2,500 feet. Or slow down just a little bit more, maybe. It will stay above 90 though, 90, 95. Ain't nothing wrong with 100 right now. We're still cutting across the line. Yeah. But we're gonna get, I don't have any distance. As long as this line here's on top, we're alright though. I ain't worried about it. As long as it don't come down, we're alright. And show what I would give for the DME about now. But I don't have one. DTK is 45 degrees. That's what it's supposed to be at this point. I don't need a GPS no more or any of this over here. I need to get that little smoke out of the inside of the cockpit somewhere or another. On what that little shadow is, but it sure makes the video not work right. Annie Allison made to take care of it. Still waiting on it to come down. Still flying 45-degree angle. That's too big. You can't use it. I want to take too much screen. Still flying into the line. The line hasn't moved. I don't know how far the line is off. I could use this right here. Let me see this right here. Now I can, whoop. I don't think that's supposed to turn me. Yeah, this here is, oh, this did how to undo the turning, that did. Now I don't need to know now what I want to need to know. I don't need anymore. Put it back where it was. It seemed like that turned me because I changed it. It didn't. The needle started to move is what turned me. This is good enough now, I believe, to turn the localizer on. The glide slope. The glide slope is on. Right there it is, right there. Yes. First start said it didn't come on, but it did. If it didn't, you can force it by clicking the altimeter again. Altitude button. Well, she's about ready. I'm going to drop one layer of flaps and slow down a considerable amount. Down to about 85 or 90 for now. I don't know what the distance is, but the glide slope hadn't moved yet. Throttle backed off too much for me. Just like the glide slope. Going to landing profile on 70 knots, what I want. Headed into Tupelo, Mississippi. I don't ever remember flying in Tupelo before. It's on my book, I probably have, but I don't remember it. I see an airport in front of me, finally. Out of Barker. Everything is ready to look good. Back throttle low just a hair. A little bit above 70 there. Well, about to get down here in this airport. I see it. We'll try to ease the throttle back to about 65. Watch the glide slope for slippage. I've got a auto release on top of my joystick. Don't have an arm, so I don't have to worry about that. Anytime now. I can take charge. Take it over. That runway there's closed. I'm crossing. Got them airplanes stacked on it too, ain't they? Wonder what that's all about. That was a good landing there. If I can get a good stop. I believe we got it. That was a really nice landing there once we got here. We found a place to park this thing for the night. I think I see some barn doors open. We should get to park in one of them. Hangars, they call them barn doors. I see a lot of them open over, I believe. I see one here, look like. Let's check this one out. Maybe it's something else though. It's closer for sure. Oh, it's a pushback. I ain't learned to use him yet. In here. Hadn't tried. You know, doing all that equipment in my barn. We can't stop her. Too much equipment. Huh. That's what it was now. Won't you behave yourself, truck? Can't you see I'm here? He didn't stop. Wait a minute, did he? Hey. He's driving the heck out of that thing. He quick. So I'm gonna get out of here before he hits me is what he said. We'll go down to them other hangars there and see what's in them. This is default steam scenery. Nothing added. Plain vanilla wrapper. I'm sorry, it ain't steam. It's my mistake. X-plane. I just forgot what side of the bed I got up of this morning. Instead of getting off, I think I fell off. Alright. See what's over here. These look better to me. All them cars in that fence, I don't see no gate to get them out. I'll get two forklifts, one to pick it up and hand it over the fence, the other to get it and set it down. Alright, there's the big old hangars here. All they missed was a way to make the doors open and close. Right there. Lock the brakes. It don't tell you when I lock the brakes. Inside the cockpit. A little dark in here. Alright, we're going to get rid of this so we can see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to starve it to death for fuel. I know there's no fuel left in the cylinders because I burned it all out. Now we can turn the avionics off. All the lights. And everything on these switches, whatever they all are. The power off. Key off. Magnetos off. One more thing. Lock the fuel switch off. There we go. Sheet down. And that's it. We done made that trip from Paraguld. I think got a little whine when you shut it down. The APU whines a little bit there. Now we want to go outside the plane a minute. This barn's big enough to look right inside the barn and not be outside looking at the outside walls. If I quit hitting that right there, I hit this one and then just spin it. There you go. Good looking little barn though. I like it. Alright. Uh-oh. Got to call somebody. The way I lost sheet of tin right there. Got to open in the barn. It ain't got a hay loss. You don't need a gate up there. Alright, this is town dog. I'm saying bye-bye. Catch y'all later. And I got to work on this just a little, put it up. I'm a gone.